Hello! So we're back for mission 7 of Resurgence, Cast Adrift. Let's go!
Approaching the rendezvous point outside Atari Spade.
Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
Ooh,
Ionic
asteroids.
interference surging, Captain.
Uh-oh, ouch.
Shield integrity holding. We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types.
Yeah, spin it. Ah, there we go. They're there. Very nice.
I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
Uh-oh.
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering. Losing.
I can't get it any clearer.
From the Excelsior.
I
Ow.
won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening. Power up the tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
It's a good idea. Ah, there he is, Shuttle Man.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Come on, Diaz.
Grab the Grayson.
First thing, lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
Right, stabilize the shuttlecraft. Right, let's spin it. Not the craft, the beam. It's a
We're
thing of
pulling in debris.
beauty. Uh-oh. Deflect that one. Deflect it. Yes. Oh, and that one. Deflect it. Quickly. And that one. Phew. That was close. Uh-oh. What's that? Uh-oh. Big asteroid alert.
That's gonna take out the shuttle. Here's the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our shields take it? I believe so. Commander Rydek, plot an intercept course.
On it.
Right. Trajectory. Right. Plot the intercept.
Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17. 200 meters on an intercept course.
Maneuvering.
Got it.
Oh, where the piece is gone.
Someone's working hard on the bridge.
Let's get him in. Let's bring him in. Well done, Carter. We made it. Yee-hoo! Nice. The Grayson span.
We got the shuttlecraft on board.
Good job. We're on our way down to meet them.
Fab. Who's this diplomat gonna be?
Terra
Spock!
firma, so to speak.
Ambassador Spock.
Wow.
The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
Okay. This is awkward.
Well, let me be the first to say, welcome to the Resolute, Ambassador.
Thank you, Petty Officer...
Carter? Carter Diaz, sir.
I am pleased to meet you, Petty Officer Carter Diaz. It appears I have you to thank for my safe arrival. Your assistance arrived not a moment too soon, if I may say so.
You're very welcome, sir. I'm glad we could get you here in one piece.
Indeed. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all. Even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies. What do you make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice, we find it is not.
Storm?
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
Greetings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical, Petty Officer Diaz. Thank you.
Ambassador Spock,
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're already behind.
A provocation to war.
Ambassador Spock, my senior staff. It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past.
Oopsie.
You're right, Ambassador. Not the most diplomatic choice of words.
We're all curious about the future, Ambassador. Specifically, what exactly are we getting involved in here?
We got the basics from Starfleet. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Indeed, and the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour.
Wow.
Ilidia and Hotari. Ilidians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon. It is rich in dilithium, and for decades, the Hotari and the Ilidians have shared a mining operation there. The Ilidians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force. The stability of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently.
Uh-oh.
The Hotari have suddenly and forcefully seized control of the mining operations and expelled the Ilidians from their system.
Ah.
That is the official story, as told by the Hotari when they requested Federation mediation. But the details remain scant. Communications between all parties have been limited by the ionic interference.
Have the Ilidians retaliated against the Hotari? Or taken any action against them?
Surprisingly, they have not yet responded in kind. They were open to a Federation presence. But it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Elydian fleet in open war.
Why did they do it
Left
then?
unchecked, this conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Clearly, the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
Maybe we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited from the mines. And for the Hotari, something is better than nothing. Peace is our objective, after all.
That is correct.
We can call it profitable or mutually beneficial, but at the end of the day, the Hotari are still being exploited for their own resources.
True peace is not merely the absence of war. And as such, this conflict will surely come again.
Neither the Elydians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention.
Ah.
In the past, the Federation has relied on the Elydians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
The Federation sources its dilithium from a lot of places.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
We could use that as leverage with the Elydians. They'll want the Federation to continue buying from them.
There might be something to that, Commander.
Putting that on the table could make the Hotari more hostile.
Given the Federation's involvement in the Elydium dilithium trade, Captain Solano and I must make every effort to appear neutral in these negotiations.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels, and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the ion storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Elydian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Commander Westbrook is correct. The energy anomalies around the Hotari systems have been noted in the past. But they have never been observed on the orders of magnitude we have seen in recent weeks.
If it's keeping the two sides talking instead of shooting at each other, that actually helps us negotiate a peace.
And we'll take advantage of that as long as it works in our favor.
And when it doesn't?
All the more reason to learn as much about it as we can while we are here. We do not want to be caught unprepared, should the energy anomaly continue to fluctuate.
That is true.
So I trust we understand our circumstances.
We're operating on a strict timetable here, and we're going to be leaving for the negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Oh, aye.
Ambassador Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Commander, as you are aware, there are limits to what Captain Solano and I can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer, for example, would not be bound by those restrictions. Commander Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes, where they may be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
She certainly goes her own way. Maybe that helps in this case. It would be unconventional, but I'm not opposed to it.
I'm perfectly happy to work outside the lines.
And by extension, you will be doing your duty, Commander.
Just not too far outside the lines. Well, I hope Commander Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
No pressure then. Ooh. So that's it for missions 7 and 8 there. So let's have a quick check on the update. So Jara. Nothing's changed with Solano for a Bedrosian. Nothing's changed there. Ambassador Spock's been the big change. Ambassador Spock noticed Jara's keen intellect and unique insight into the dynamics of the Hatari-Elydian conflict during the mission briefing. Ambassador Spock also noted Jara's positive attitude when presented with her back-channel mission. Spock likes me. Yeah, so Westbrook, nothing's changed. Ermot, nothing's changed. Duval, nothing's changed. Chovac, nothing's changed. Ensign Calloway, nothing changed. The Carter, nothing's changed with Edsela. Yeah, nothing's changed with Petty Officer Madis or Miranda. Chovac. Yeah, Ambassador Spock was impressed by Carter's skilled use of the tractor beam to rescue his shuttle, and he was glad to see Carter take evident pride in his work. Fantastic! So that's a good way to end missions 7 and 8. We're making progress on all fronts. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Trek Resurgence videos, and we'll see you back here again shortly. Bye!